Hi there, my name is Mr. Von Oth, and I'm here to help you with some algebra work, all right? A lot of people are afraid of algebra, but hey, algebra is your friend, believe it or not, okay? We are learning how to graph linear equations. And so we've learned all about the terminology. We've learned in our last video how to graph linear equations using slope-intercept form. And in this video, we're going to learn how to find the missing value in an ordered pair when we're given an equation. Now, I was flipping through the GED textbook, and I noticed that they have a lot of these kind of questions. So I wanted to include this in my videos. All right? So here's the question, and there's a lot of these in the textbook. What is the missing x value if the ordered pair x negative 3 is a solution of 2x plus 2y equals negative 8? All right, so solution, all that means is that a solution is a value of a variable that makes the equation true. Right, that's all a solution is. For example, if I said x plus 2 equals 4, what's the solution? What's the value of x that makes the equation true? Well, the solution would be 2, right? X equals 2, right? So that's all a solution is. It's the value of the variable that makes the equation true. All right, so what they're saying is that they're giving you an ordered pair here, right? But they're only giving you half of the story. They're saying, hey, we don't know, we're not going to tell you what x is, but we will give you y, right? Remember, an ordered pair is always x and then y. This is the y coordinate. So what they're saying is that, hey, negative 3 is part of the solution to this equation. In other words, it's the value of y that will make this true. It's the value of y that makes this equation true. The only problem is, okay, if we know what y is, we still don't know what x is, do we? We need to figure out. That's what they're saying. What is the missing x value? We need to figure out this value. Okay, we know the y value. And since this negative 3 is a solution, we're going to substitute negative 3 into our y value. Right? Because I know that every ordered pair is written in this form, right? X and then y in alphabetical order. Y is negative 3. Okay, so I'm going to take this equation right here. Okay? 2x, I'll just go ahead and rewrite it. How about that? Plus 2y equals negative 8. Right? Okay, now they're saying, hey, this here is a solution. They give us the negative 3. That's the y, right? Negative 3 is the y coordinate that gives us the solution to this equation. So that means I'm going to go ahead and substitute in for y, I'm going to substitute in a negative 3. All right? And that's going to be equal to negative 8. All right, so if you look, I have one equation and I have one variable. I can solve one variable if I have one equation. Okay? By the way, if I have two variables, I need two equations. All right? Okay, so now let's go ahead and pause. I want you to go ahead and pause the video and see if you can solve for x. All right, welcome back, friends. What'd you get? What was the solution? What's the x coordinate? Well, what do we do first here? Well, we're going to have to multiply this, right? 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. All right? And now we're going to bring everything else down. I'm going to bring down the equals 8. I'm going to bring down the 2x. Okay, now I'm going to use my equation solving skills. Right? Okay, I need to use my addition principle. Remember I we learned in a previous video all the different strategies that you need to solve linear equations and the order that you need them in. Okay, check that out. It's on 3.6. 3.6. We're on 3.12. All right, so we need to get rid of this 6. This is a minus 6. I can very easily get rid of a minus 6 by adding 6, right? And now he's gone. And I just have to do the same thing to the other side. So that cancels. So I end up with 2x equals 8 plus 6 is 14. Okay, by the way, I got this problem right out of the GED textbook, verbatim. Okay, now I have 2 times x. What's the inverse of multiplication? You got it, division. I got to do that to both sides. Okay, so 2 divided by 2 is 1. So I get 1x, or just x equals 14 divided by 2 is 7. So 7. So what does that mean? Okay, so here's what you always want to do. Go back and see what the question is. What is the missing x value? Is that what I got? I got the missing x value, right? How did I do it? Well, they gave me y. So I just substituted y into the equation, solve for x, and I get my missing x value. There's no longer any mystery. So now I could say that 7, x is 7, right? 7 negative 3 is a solution of 2x plus 2y equals negative 8. And I'll prove it to you. X is 7, y is negative 3. Right? Let's go ahead and take this equation, the original equation, 2 times x. Well, what's x? X is 7. Plus 2 times y, and y is negative 3. And that equals negative 8. Right? Because this ordered pair is a solution. That means, hey, these are the values of the variables that make this equation true. Okay, let's go ahead and multiply. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times negative 3 was negative 6. Does that equal negative 8? Something went haywire here. I did something wrong. I did something wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, let's go back. Because that does not work, does it? And by the way, this is a great lesson in why we check our solution. Because 14 minus 6 is not negative 8, is it? It's positive 8. So I did something wrong. And what did I do wrong? Do you see my mistake? Look at that. I went from negative 8, and look, I forgot to bring down that negative sign. But you caught me on that, right? Oh, but hey, that was, by the way, that was an honest mistake. I did not mean to do that. And that shows you how important it is to check your solutions. That's supposed to be a negative 8. Oh, man. So what's negative 8 plus 6? It's negative 2. It's negative 2. Negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. Wow, it's amazing. One little negative sign changes everything. Okay? So this is not a 7. Boy, oh boy. That's a negative 1. So now let's check it and see if we're right. All right, so -1 is what x is, right? So instead of a 7, I'm going to put a -1 there. All right? Now, 2 times -1 is -2. Is that a true statement? -2 minus 6 is -8. It is true. So there's my solution to this equation. All right? And by the way, sometimes what they'll do is sometimes they'll give you x and they won't give you y. Right? It just depends. The same process is the same. All right? And like I said, check your answers. It might just save you. All right? I hope this wasn't confusing. I hope I didn't confuse you. I hope it was helpful. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. You get future videos. Also, click on the link below. You'll get notes that go along with this lesson. All right? Well, until next time, my friends, may God bless you.